Konbanwa. G'day guys, good to see you again. Welcome to another video. This is Phil, a Kiwi in Japan, and welcome to Treasures for Trigger. So yeah, we had a good trip, as hopefully you saw recently, to Mito to get our daughter's birthday present. And in the first part of the video you probably saw that we checked into a bit of a thrifty shop basically, and that was quite fun actually. So I just wanted to quickly show you to begin tonight's video what I ended up picking up. A couple of things that I was pretty happy to get. So this is quite a big package. So this is Spawn, and it cost me 500 yen, so about $7. I don't have any spawns. Anyone that knew me between sort of 1997 and 2000 probably recognized me wearing a Spawn soundtrack t-shirt. So yeah, a bit of nostalgia with Spawn, so I thought I'd pick it up. The Spawn soundtrack was actually something that I listened to quite a lot in my late teens. Interesting mishmash of sort of new metal and hip hop. So yeah, a few memories of Spawn. And then I also picked up, as I mentioned in the video, a Zena figure, which I didn't even know there were Zena figures out there. Again, 500 yen. And I think what did it for me was the image of Lucy Lawless. So again, being a Kiwi over here in Japan, anything vaguely New Zealand related, it's quite funny. You sort of go and gravitate to and grab and hug as much as possible. It's when you feel a long way from home, sometimes anything vaguely that brings you back to home, you know, things like the local supermarket having New Zealand hokey pokey ice cream, or New Zealand cheese, or New Zealand wine. Yeah, I often go for it, and it's yeah, just brings me back home for a little bit. So probably the couple of toys that I probably woke up the next day thinking, why the heck did I buy them for? At the end of the day, $7 each. I'll probably rip them open at some stage and actually have fun putting them together. So yeah, I'm not too disappointed with that. It was a really fun place to go to actually, that shop. So they didn't have too many Western toy lines, but they had a few cheap gems down the back. So I thought I'd better grab something as a wee memento of the trip anyway. So yeah, I might come back to that trip a bit later on tonight. The next thing I wanted to do very quickly was today something else came in the post, so it'd be rude not to have a excuse my drink, it'd be rude not to have a video without an unboxing. So very quickly I'm going to go into the post box, and we have a box this time from Yahoo Auction, and I probably should have brought some scissors with me this time. It's got plenty of tape on the box, and yeah, there's a couple of things I wanted to discuss tonight, so I'll try and do this as quickly as possible. And yeah, the trip to Mito was great, just to talk while I'm opening it. And I've had a couple of people make comments actually that they'd like to see some clips of some of the toy and figure shops in Tokyo, which yeah, that's a great idea. So I hope I can head back. I actually lived in Tokyo up until the end of last year, and doing videos never even crossed my mind. So hopefully once COVID calms down a bit, I'll be able to head back, and yeah, hopefully I can take some footage and show you guys some of the places in Tokyo. So obviously that's the main place. So our trip to Mito will have to suffice for the time being. Okay, I've made a real mess of this box, but okay. So Yahoo Auction, I picked a couple of things up for about 3,000 yen, about 40 New Zealand dollars. And yeah, the thing that I'm sort of really seem to be focused on at the moment are the G1 Transformers. So I've really caught the bug, yeah, I've been spending most of my time online looking at G1 Transformers. It's sort of been my priority, I guess, with my last few purchases. So this is probably looking pretty ugly on camera, but anyway, and I better not damage it as I try to take it out of its bubble wrap. Okay, success there. Okay, right, what have we got here? This is a figure called Run Amok, and he has a buddy called Runabout, which is a black version, which again I've got in New Zealand, so something that I will need to reunite at some point when I head back. This guy's missing his tires here. Oh dear. Maybe I've bought myself a bit of a lemon here. He is supposed to sort of run around, yeah, pull him back, and he's supposed to run back and transform it. So, he's not in great condition. But yeah, that's the risk you take when you buy stuff online. I'll have a wee closer look at that after the video. The main thing actually that I was quite keen on that I saw was this guy here. This is called a Duocon. I think his name is Battle Attack. So it's like a jeep and a helicopter, and they're supposed to connect and be as one. Again, I'm going to have to figure this out and see how this clicks together and so forth. So hopefully I haven't bought a couple of duds here, but yeah, that's always the risk you take when you buy things online. But yeah, I haven't had too many duds at all. I'm sure these are fine. I just I guess I don't have the time to figure it out too much on the video tonight. So maybe in the future I'll show you what these look like. So yeah, they were Yahoo auctions, so again I was in a bit of a bidding war with someone else, so the price did start to get up slightly, and maybe I got a little bit too carried away, and yeah, we'll see. I'm not too disappointed, but ever so slightly. So yeah, you'll notice I've got a drink. This is Kumamoto, it's called shouchu, which is the local rice wine thingy from basically where I first lived in Japan about 15 or 16 years ago. So I'm having a wee drink tonight. Hopefully I don't make a habit of it on video. Yeah, so drinking this is quite nostalgic, brings back good memories of living in Kumamoto when I first lived in Japan. Back in my younger days when everything in Japan was new and exciting for me. So yeah, I'm obviously a very sentimental type, so I still go for the Kumamoto shouchu when I drink shouchu, which isn't too often. But I'm kind of celebrating tonight because tomorrow is my little girl's 6-year birthday. So again, that was the reason for heading to Mito. And she ended up buying the Barbie cafe set, and she's been playing with it the last couple of days, and it's been so cool watching her imagination sort of flow. And yeah, we're finding that now she's really at the age where she loves getting engrossed with her toys, and we've found it's really good for her English as well. So obviously being in Japan, she's fully immersed in the Japanese education system. She's still at kindergarten in Japan. She'll start primary school next year. But yeah, even with the toys, she sort of goes into her English world, and She's been doing like the cafe stuff the last couple of days with the toys in English, practicing her English phrases. So that's really awesome to see. I'm so proud of her, and this will sound a bit cheesy, but yeah, she really is my number one treasure, and she's awesome. I'm so happy and amazing to see her to grow and develop, and I've been enjoying sharing my toys with her too. She's familiar now with the Ninja Turtles, the turtle wagon that I showed a few videos back. She's been playing with that as well with me. She knows all the Ninja Turtles names. So yeah, it's been kind of nice sharing my sort of my toy history with her, and she's starting to learn a bit as well. So that's, from my point of view, that's been really cool. She may think differently, but yeah, it's just such a nice age at the moment. And yeah, she's amazing. She moved over here. She was born in Japan, but she spent her first 3 years in New Zealand, and then we moved over here, so she spent the last 3 years in Japan. So she's had a lot to go through, and she's such an outgoing and confident girl, and yeah, she's very different from me. I was super duper shy, still am, when I was a kid, and I think that's why I got so engrossed with toys and living in my own wee fantasy world at times, because of my shyness. But yeah, she's engrossed with the toys. She's very independent. She can play on her own a lot, but she's very outgoing too. So cheers, little girl. Happy birthday. And happy birthday to my mum too, who shares the same birthday tomorrow. Probably I don't have as much to say with the connection with toys with mum, but she has been helping me out a little bit with selling off things back home. So thank you, mum, and I miss you and love you heaps, and I hope you have a good day tomorrow, and I'm sure we'll be in touch. But yeah, so this is a bit of a different video, a bit gushy. You're probably like, oh, please stop, Phil. But yeah, I just thought, yeah, something different. My little girl, bless her, and I'm sure she will have plenty of years ahead of her enjoying playing with her toys and figures as well. And I'm really enjoying watching her getting into toys, and it's just great for your imagination, for her, great for her language and sort of mimicking, development as well, which is good for her English. So who knows where we will end up being in the future, in Japan, in New Zealand, but I think our little girl is very adaptable, and she will go well wherever she is. So yeah, makes me very proud and very happy. So yep, my number one treasure is my daughter, and yeah, maybe a close second is Xena. Thank you very much, Xena, for coming into my life. And wow, I do remember watching Xena. I think maybe the first series in the mid-90s. It wasn't too shabby, but yeah, I guess Lucy Lawless is a bit of a cult hero in New Zealand. And I think she's had quite a bit of a following, or her name's fairly well known in the US as well. Pity I don't have my Spawn t-shirt anymore. It's sort of, I wore it till it had holes in it. But again, some nice nostalgia, this time from the 90s. Hopefully I can figure out these G1 Transformers. Unfortunately, that's the... well, surprisingly, that's sort of been the disappointment of the evening, but hasn't taken away my happiness. So, another wee drink. Happy birthday to everyone, and yeah, thanks again for tuning in to a rather random, impromptu, spur of the moment Treasures for Trigger. This is Phil, a Kiwi in Japan, drinking his Kumamoto shouchu. Cheers, kampai. And yeah, sayonara, oyasumi nasai. See you the next time. Bye.